literally anything I'll talk about, you just find a way to switch it around and talk about yourself.
What is up, everyone? Am Nice Guy here, and today I have a awesome video to share with you, I guess, or whatever. Anyways, thanks to Purple Brick Games and a little website called Keymailer, I was able to get a code for this game called Still Joking. It is a visual novel, and I read up on it. Like, I read up on the description, and I showed some interest, saying like, hey, I'd like to try this game out and cover it. So I went ahead and played through the story. Took about, I'm gonna say, like 7 to 9 hours, I think. And I just really wanted to make a video. I was gonna do like a pretty much like a let's play and cover it, but I figured with the way that the game is, it'd be best if I just did like a review, just to kind of like cover like the pros and cons in my mind of like what I liked and what I didn't like. Because yeah, there's obviously a lot of stuff I liked, but there were some things there was a couple of things like I wasn't really vibing with. But overall, I really liked it. I thought it was cool. It's a visual novel, so it's kind of like the first visual novel game I've actually like sat down and played, so that was actually very interesting. So let's just get right into it. So we'll start with the cons, just to get all the bad stuff out of the way, because I don't want it to seem like it's bad, because it was a good game. It was cool. So I'd say one of my main cons was just the fact that there was no voice acting, but again, it is a visual novel, so I guess that's kind of to be expected. Again, this is my first visual novel game, so that's kind of why I desired like voice acting. I just kind of felt like with a lot of the dialogue, it'd be like cool to just you know, hear some voice acting. I love hearing voice acting in games. Second con, and there's only 3 here, so there's not a lot of bad stuff I have here. The second one is that there's no like background music. I really enjoy, just me personally, whenever I'm reading anything, I like to have a little bit of background music, just, you know, to set the vibe for, you know, whatever settings taking place. Like, there was like some ambient noises, but it was sometimes it was it would take me out of like the zone, because it would just be like this like it just sounded like someone was like moving in the background. So I think if they were to make like a sequel, I'd think it'd be really cool to have some background music, at least with it being a visual novel. I just feel like that really helps set the setting and the tone of like what's going on in the game. Third one, now this is a super big one, unplayable. The girl in the game called Tien was not a Dragon Ball Z fighter. I'm not gonna lie, pretty disappointed to see that. Hurt my feelings. Why was Tien not bald and not a Dragon Ball Z fighter? What's going on? Okay, so with that out of the way, let's get on to the good stuff. Okay, that was all the bad stuff. All right, let's get on to the good stuff. So I really enjoyed the mystery. I thought that was really cool. You know, as I'm going through the game, obviously it literally, like, it just starts off with a murder. I'm not gonna like spoil it too much, but I'll just say that there is a murder with a very important main character. I'll just say that. So I like that, starting off just like, okay, what is going on? So like immediately I'm already intrigued. I like that a lot. I like the version that they had going there with a mirror world. Like you play as, well, I guess I do kind of have to spoil it, the main character dies, so you're playing as her reflection in a mirror world. So it was giving me like, I think it's Us. It was giving me Us vibes, if you guys have ever seen that movie with there's like, I don't know, it's like underground, but it's like a reflection of the people normal, like that are normal, so to say. So I thought that was really cool. I really like that. I also really enjoyed the artwork. It was very interesting. Like, there was a lot of detail for something that takes place in a reflection of the real world. So there's like a lot of like white space, you know, in the background there. You'd think it'd be kind of like I don't know, a lack of detail, but they really went out. I like the art style. It was pleasing my eyeballs. My eyeballs were pleased. So there is a character, I don't want to spoil everything, but he is known as the Chosen One. I guess I could have put this in the cons with Tien not being a Dragon Ball Z fighter, but the Chosen One reminded me of Gojo, but they weren't Gojo. So immediate L. Unplayable. Couldn't play it. Can't believe it wasn't Gojo, my goat. And lastly, I enjoyed it's a little depressing. It gives a little bit of like melancholy, I feel like, and you know, I enjoyed that. It was it made me feel like just kind of like sad, you know. There's a little bit of like hopelessness to it in terms of like just everything that is the universe of like the reflections. Like, I thought that was really cool how they set that up with Like they had like a whole, honestly, almost like a government of the reflections. I enjoyed the lore of it. I thought that was really cool. And with all that being said, I would say it's pretty cool. It's a good visual novel. Honestly, if you can get past like no voice acting, I think you should play it. It's really cool. Me personally, I love mysteries. I love kind of like, I don't know, I like not knowing what's going on. So that was pretty cool, and I would recommend it. Yeah. So I don't know if I should give it a rating because it's my first ever visual novel. So I'm gonna give it a 7 just because I personally think that the music would have really, really, really enhanced the immersion of it being a visual novel. I just feel like at least that I can understand no voice acting, that makes sense. But yeah, I think music just would be like the cherry on top, at least. And lastly, with all that being said, before I say my goodbyes, I gotta say, I learned very quickly that I was not the target audience for this game. I'm going to insert a clip here. I think I saved it, so editor me, make sure you put it right here, okay? Okay, thank you for putting that there. So, once I saw that, I was like, okay, yeah, this is this ain't for me, and that's okay. You know, obviously it was still a good, interesting story, but there are definitely some moments where things like that happen where I'm like, yeah, okay, okay, yeah, this was not. I'm not the target audience here, but that's okay. Still a good game. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to make like a quick review because you know, I just wanted to show my thanks and, you know, one to Key Mailer and obviously Purple Brick Games just for letting me have access to their project. Like, it was so cool that I was able to play this game. So yeah, I think that's it. So make sure to drop a like if you enjoyed this super sick, nasty review. Comment down below your favorite book. Yeah, your favorite book. Okay, if you're cool. If you don't comment down your favorite book, dude, you're just, I'm sorry to say it, you're not cool, dude. Except you are cool. Okay, I'm just trying to bully you into commenting. That's it. That's all this is. And lastly, you know, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. We're like halfway to 200, dude. I'm gonna have to do something crazy for 200 subscribers. I don't know what to do yet, but we're gonna figure it out when we get there. All right. Goodbye. Bye.